Hello, my name is Julie and welcome to my channel. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to make these cute little pumpkins. So as you can see here, I have made them in a variety of sizes. So I usually use up my scrap yarn to make these pumpkins. So it's going to look more, the one I'm going to make in this video is going to look more like this one. And I'm going to use what I have left over, this little pom-pom yarn. I think Lion Brand makes it. They usually come in these little balls. And I am going to use, this is a double O size. So you can use whatever yarn or whatever hook size that you need. So to get started, I'm going to make a chain of 17. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. I probably tried to do this a little loose because all I'm going to do is work. You could work on this side of the chain because I know it's easier, but I think I'm going to work in the back hump. So in the first, I guess in the second chain, you were going to do a slip stitch. Working in these back loops are a little harder. And then we're going to do a single crochet in the next 14. Two.
It's kind of hard to do it in the back loops, so I like to keep it a little loose. I'm going to do this until we get to the last one.
All right, I'm going to count, make sure I have so we should have a slip stitch in the first one. I have 1, 2, 3, 13 and it's 14. And then in the last one, I'm just going to do a slip stitch. Chain 1. So we're going to work in the back loops. So you see, it makes this nice little ribbed effect. So in the back loops, I'm going to do a slip stitch. And then the next 14 are going to be single crochets at the back loop. Okay, and then we do that till the last stitch, and in the last stitch we're just going to do a slip stitch in the last one. So what's going to happen, well, you're going to create these ridges, And your ends are just going to be a little shorter because we're just going to slip stitch along the top. So pretty much we're going to repeat that for 28 more rows, and I will show you what it looks like after I have 28 rows done. Okay, so I have completed 30 rows, or if you look, we have these ridges, so we should have 15 ridges along the side. So now we have to join our ends together. So we want to put the right side together. This is the right side because we got the full ridges. And the wrong side, you see we only have a half ridge, so we're going to fold it over. You can whip stitch this, but I'm going to use a slip stitch to join them. So to join, see, it's why we did work our foundation chain in the back loop, because it creates this nice edge to work from. To join, we want to go in the back loop of the row we just did and go around and work on the front loop of the corresponding row and just do a slip stitch. So we go down, we want the back loop and the corresponding front loop. Now we're going to do this all down the side to join. Two sides together. Like I said, you can just whip stitch or sew this, but we're going to do join using the slip stitch. Okay, I have reached the end and I'm going to finish this end off. Okay, so what we're going to do now is on this one end, we are going to, with the yarn needle, make sure you leave a long enough tail. We're going to close up and cinch off this bottom. Okay, the needle, we're just going to, usually just kind of weave in. We're just going to cinch this end closed. Be kind of weaving it in throughout the rows. And we'll keep working at this until it stays closed. Okay, now that it's closed, we are going to turn this right side out. Actually, I'm going to put this one back on the outside, and I will show you why later. So, there we have that part done. Now, we are going to stuff this and work on our top. So I got some stuffing. I got more than I needed. Well, maybe a little more, but not too much more. So now we are going to work on our top here, but I'm going to use a different color. I have some brown. So what we're going to do is do about 20 crochet, single crochet around the top. All right, we can probably take this tail, kind of tuck it in. Join somewhere along the edge with a single crochet. We're going to try to put 20 evenly around. So maybe about 2 or 3. You may have to do a couple, like doing like 2 together to keep not having any gaps. So we say we have 1, 2, we have 4. 5, 6. We'll do another 2 together, which will be 7. 8, 9, 10. Hopefully we'll look like we're almost about, should be about halfway. So we'll do another 2 together, which will be 10. 11, 12, 13. Do another 2 together, which would be 14. 15, 16, 17, and we'll probably do another 2 together. 18, 19, and 20. About 20. I'm probably going to now work in about continuous rounds. And we're going to do working in both loops now. We're not going to do back loops. We're going to be doing both loops. And we are working in continuous rounds. So in this next round, we're going to decrease that 20 down to 10. So we're going to do 2 together around. So we're doing 2 together. So that's 1. You might want to, if you want to, well, you can mark this stitch, but we're going to try to keep track. So that's 1. 2, 3, and we're working doing together. It's 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we should have 10 around. 8, So about 10. So now we're going to do even 1 row single crochet around even. So we're going to do single crochet around even. All right, so now we're going to decrease that 10 down to 5. So we're going to do single crochet 2 together all the way around until we have 5. So that's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. You know, so it's like not a lot to work with. Well, pretty much what we're going to do now is just work even around until you have a stem about the size you want it, maybe about 2 or 3, and okay, I think that's tall enough of a stem for our pumpkin. So I'm going to finish this off. Kind of sew around the top, kind of cinch the top a little bit. Okay, so if you like to keep it this plump, but I like the kind of look where it looks kind of like it's kind of flattened a little bit, and that's why we had this tail on the bottom. We can probably do it with this tail. You can probably carefully, because I really don't want to smush down our stem, so I kind of put it down here. We're gonna like put this yarn into down here and run it to the bottom, kind of pull on it a little bit. You know, looks just kind of uneven, so we're not trying to do too much, but kind of pull a little bit. I know it looks a little lopsided. So I might kind of finish up what we're going to do with this one. That's what this is for. We're going to also do it with this tail we had in the bottom. Okay, so kind of smush that side in. So we're going to kind of try to keep the color and not put it in the brown. And kind of pull it slightly to kind of mush it down. If you want to like kind of weave it around, find a spot you want to. Oh, you don't have to do this step if you don't want to flatten out the pumpkin. Take it, kind of pull on that and kind of smushes it down a little bit. Then we'll just trim that off, and there you have it. Looks slightly lopsided, but gives that little character. But if you don't want to do that step, you can leave it more round, but I kind of like it smushed a little bit like that. So there you have our pumpkin. If you like this video and like this tutorial, please give it a like. If you want to see more content like this, or if you have other suggestions, please leave me a comment. And please subscribe to my channel. And thank you very much for watching.